your case doesn't open until you give it plenty of time to open. And so then I'm just reflecting on the asphalt spilling crew, who is the poor things. I feel for them because I'm pretty sure this is the way it's working with these people. They realize that they might have made a bad choice because, in fact, they're noticing it. They're noticing it, and so then why it happened. And I see in my area, just what I was able to see, my neighbor did it, and then apparently he has affiliates, or this whole town, they're kind of affiliated. Um, the people at the end of the block see, I just happened to see it, and then I noticed the same people working on a driveway, and it's all at the same time that this happens, and that's just, it's like, well, all these people just started to jump in the mud and at the same time and get these things. I mean, who they were, are they a family of asphalt people or whatever, so it was just like, oh, that's strange. I don't know these people, but it looks like they all got a deal somewhere that really they're all, and then they hate that I'm talking about how poisonous it is. And then I kept mentioning, you got a deal? I kept saying that, I made sure. It's like, what kind of thing is that? I wasn't sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm sure now, because there's a piece of land when you go to town. There's somebody who owns land that they say, oh, it's okay to put like the city or people, um, or I think, I don't know what the arrangement is, but they start putting wood there, and it's a wood yard, and people, I think maybe they pay or something to go take wood out of it or something. It's just a big piece of land they've been putting wood mainly on. It's a privately owned piece of land, of course, and you can figure, oh, that's a big piece of land. It's in town. It's kind of near the creek, but really, it could be, whoever's in cahoots in cahoots. But anyway, but they ended up, and I need to go take a picture of this, with at least six massive. They're much bigger because there's two kinds of trucks that I saw, and there's these big mega trucks, and then there's a smaller, but they're pretty good big sized trucks. The mega trucks left six piles of asphalt that they apparently couldn't distribute to the public. Now that tells me that indeed they did take a deal, and there's some extra there, and nobody's going to take it, and I say nobody should, and that thing should be removed by the residences around here that want to breathe clean air. They should say that's a poisonous entity, and a case needs to be opened against whatever happened there. They are grossly in trouble. What happened was it was a hit by, I was just straight up, if it's the gas taxes that were responsible for doing some of the asphalt work, but there's a lot going on blindly, and all you can say is that it's big money that says, "Oh, we'll help," and we will pay for contractors to do certain things. That is actually the weaponry that is installed by a system that wants you uncomfortable, if not dead, or because they sure do a good job of creating the living dead. But then it's like, well, how do we correct this mess? And it's easier to um, kill people rather than to let them know and start letting them to correct and do things like that, via saying that, in fact, that needs to happen, or that there's a war on you right now. No, they're going to do it quietly and make a lot of money off the population, fleecing even, my friends, the contractors that take the deals, that say, sure, we'll build these things through these grants that we're getting, through even, in fact, public donations on top of public donations, to fucking overdevelop wherever, especially in the rurals. But your city, you can look, there are agreements that happen. People had meetings and they said, we will do this. A lot of it's under the guise of climate action plans that people should have paid attention to, because those are fucking warlords walking in, softly declaring war on your head, and you needed to stand up and say, "Excuse me, no, no, no," because they announce all the possibilities of the things that in fact they create, and then how they're going to correct it. It's all under their control until you step in and say, "Excuse me."